Hello everyone, this is Lata Akula. In this video, we are going to study about another phylum, that is Echinodermata. Here, the term Echinodermata, it consists of two words. Echino means spiny, dermata means skinned. We see the structure of a starfish. The outer surface is very rough and spiny and gives a porky nature. That is because of the presence of then it consists of an endoskeleton, which is a mesodermally derived endoskeleton is present, which is made up of a calcium carbonate or calcareous. That consists of calcareous ossicles are projecting out of the body. Because of that nature, that gives us spiny appearance. The skin is very spiny and forked nature. And we see these are exclusively marine animals. That means there is no freshwater habitat. Freshwater organisms are absent. That exhibits organ system level of organization. We know that what is organ system level of organization? Different organs grouped together and form the organ system. And these are bilaterally symmetrical animals. They may be bilaterally symmetrical, that means in one plane also, and they are also radially symmetrical. That means if we cut the animal in any plane, that divides the animal in two equal halves. Bilaterally symmetrical and radially symmetrical also. And they are triploblastic animals, because we have already studied that there is a mesodermally derived endoskeleton is present. That means there is the third middle layer is present, hence they are triploblastic in nature, and the coelom is present, hence they are coelomate animals. And they consist of complete digestive system. What is the meaning of complete digestive system? The both mouth and anus are present, that is called as complete digestive system. And these animals, they have the mouth on the ventral side and anus on the dorsal side. Hence, because of the presence of two openings, that is called as complete digestive system. And they consist of an important system which is called as water vascular system. Inside this, the water will be circulated by means of a canal system, which is called as water vascular system. By means of that water vascular system only, these starfishes and other echinodermates, they can locomote, they can gather the food, and respiratory exchange also takes place by the process of water vascular system only. Hence, it is a important function system in the echinodermates. And in these, excretory system is absent, because through this the water is always entering into the body. Through the water only, the waste material will be released out through the anus, as there is no special excretory system is absent. And these are the dioecious animals. Dioecious means both male and female are separate, not included in one animal, and fertilization is external. Here, the fertilization will not take place inside the body of the female animal. It will take place outside the environment. That will take place in the aqueous condition. That fertilization is called as external fertilization. And the development is indirect. That means here the larval stage is present. The free swimming larval stage is present. From that, the new individual will develop. And in this, there are so many examples are present. This starfish is one of the important one. In addition to the starfish, some other examples are the Asterius is called as starfish, and Echinus. Echinus is called as sea urchins, and Antedon, which is commonly called as sea lily, and Ophiura, which is called as brittle star, and Cucumeria, which is called as sea cucumber. These are some of the important points regarding echinodermata. So once again we'll repeat the points. That is, echinodermata means they consist of spiny skinned body because of the presence of mesodermally derived spiny calcareous ossicles are poked out from the body, hence that gives the spiny nature. And the body, these are exclusively marine animals. They are found only in the sea water, and they consist of organ system level of organization. They are bilaterally or radially symmetrical, and these are triploblastic because the mesoderm is present, hence they are triploblastic, and the coelom is present, hence they are coelomate animals. And they consist of complete digestive system because of the presence of anus and mouth, that is called as complete digestive system. And in this, particularly A water vascular system is present because of the presence of canal system. There are so many pipeline structures are present through which the water will be circulated throughout the body. By means of that, the locomotion and food gathering and exchange of gases takes place, and the excretory system is absent. Particularly, excretory system is absent means what? So always the water is flowing inside and outside. That means the waste material will also be removed from the anus through the water only, as there is no special excretory system absent. And these are dioecious animals. Dioecious means both male is separate and female animals are separate, and the fertilization takes place external in the water only, not in the inside the body of the female. And the development is indirect. That means there is a free swimming larval stage is seen, and reproduction is by means of sexually. Examples are Asterias, which means starfish. Echinus means sea urchins. Antedon means a sea lily, commonly called a sea lily. Ophiura means a brittle star, and Cucumeria means sea cucumber. This is about Echinodermata. Hello everyone, this is Lata Apula. In this video we are going to study about the last phylum, that is phylum Hemichordata. We see the phylum Hemichordata. Previously this phylum was included in the phylum Chordata as a subphylum, but now it was removed from the phylum Chordata and included in phylum Non-Chordata. And they consist of a rudimentary structure present near the collar region, which is called a stromochord is present, which is analogous to the notochord. It is a rudimentary organ, that means which is not developed properly, so hence it is similar to the chordates. And these are small group of organisms which are worm-like bodies present in the marine water only, and they exhibit organ system level of organization, and these are bilaterally symmetrical animals. They have a triploblastic nature that consists of 3 layers, and they contain coelom in the body cavity, and hence they are coelomates. The body is cylindrical, divides into anterior proboscis, collar and long trunk are the main parts, and they have open type of circulatory system. Open type of circulatory system means what? There are no blood vessels, so the blood from the heart directly flows through all the body parts without any closed vessels. And the respiration is by means of gills, and excretory organs are called as proboscis glands. And in this, the sexes are separate, hence these are the dioecious animals, and the fertilization is external, that is outside the body of the female animal, takes place in the water. And the development is indirect, that means there is a larval stages are seen. Example are the Belanoglossus and Saccoglossus are the 2 main examples in the Hemichordata. We will say once again, previously Hemichordates were included in the Chordata. Now they have included in the phylum Non-Chordata. They consist of stromochord, which is analogous to the notochord, but it is rudimentary organ, not completely developed. The body is cylindrical and consists of proboscis, collar and trunk, and they have gills as the respiratory organs, and the proboscis gland is the excretory organ. And these are bilaterally symmetrical triploblastic animals which exhibit coelomate nature. They consist of open type of circulatory system. Examples for these are Belanoglossus and Saccoglossus. With this we have completed Non-Chordata.